Okay, well this tutorial is just a basic tutorial. If you've never used Photoshop, you're not really sure what to do, how to open a document, and looking around at all these different buttons and icons and not sure what's going on. So this is just to help you get started. If we look at Photoshop, you'll see on the left hand side, this is where all your different tools are. So you can do different things depending on which of these you select. Over here on the right hand side are what we call palettes, and these allow you to see various things. I would recommend, you really only need a couple there to get started. If you go up to Window, I would recommend just selecting History and Layers. I think they're probably the two that you'll get most use out of. So if there's anything else here selected, you can just unselect it. And this is what I would start with here, just History and Layers, and we'll go into a bit of that later on. So to get started, if you wanted to create a new document, let's imagine you wanted to make a poster or something like that, you would come up here to File and New. Now it's quite important to get these settings right, especially if you're making a new document, because that'll determine what the output is like when you print it and so on, what the size of the actual image will be. So it's important to know then what size you're planning on printing. So for instance, if you were going to print off an A4 sized poster, you would want to make sure that you've selected the A4 size document. So you would find that here under International Paper, and here you can just select the paper size. You could go to A3, A5, A6, A4, etc. Now the other thing to look at then is the resolution. If you plan on printing the document, you want to make sure that you've got it at a high resolution, something like this. 240 to 300 is going to be suitable for printing. If it's only going to the web, something that's you're making a website or something like that, then you can have it much lower at about 72 or something. Then the rest of this should be set at sort of default, so it should be alright. And there you have your new document.